Imagine this. Every 25.3 seconds, a violent crime occurs in the United States. A stark fact, isn't it? Yet this is our current reality. Every day, every hour, every minute, and every second, someone in the United States becomes a victim of a violent crime. It's an unsettling truth that can't be sugarcoated. In our vast nation of more than 300 million people, the numbers are staggering. There are more than 1 million violent crimes committed every year. That's about one crime for every 300 people. This includes acts of murder, rape, robbery, and aggravated assault. But let's delve deeper. The crime rate isn't the same across the board. Some areas have a higher frequency of violent incidents than others. In certain cities, the situation is even more alarming. These cities, unfortunately, have become hotspots for criminal activity. In these areas, crime isn't just a statistic. It's a daily reality. People live with the constant threat of violence. They adapt to a life overshadowed by fear. It's a chilling thought, but it's a fact we can't ignore. Now you might be wondering, what are these cities? Where are these pockets of high crime rates? In this journey, we will be focusing on these very places. We will scrutinize the cities that bear the weight of these high crime rates. Through our exploration, we aim to shed light on these disturbing realities. Our goal isn't to frighten, but to inform, to bring awareness to the issues that these cities face, and hopefully to spark conversations that could lead to solutions. This isn't about sensationalism or scare tactics. It's about understanding the reality of crime in the United States. It's about acknowledging the cities that struggle the most and discussing ways to make them safer. So, brace yourself. Today, we venture into the heart of danger as we count down the most dangerous cities in the United States. Starting our countdown at number 10, we have Stockton, California. Nestled in the heart of the Golden State, this city is known for its waterfront charm and vibrant art scene, but beneath this veneer, there's a troubling undercurrent. The city struggles with high crime rates, with violent crimes and property crimes being particularly prevalent. Just a stone's throw away on the East Coast, sitting at number 9, is Baltimore, Maryland. Known for its rich history and iconic harbor, Baltimore paints a picture of American urban life. Yet in the shadows of its historic landmarks, crime is a persistent problem. The city is grappling with issues of drug trafficking and gang violence, making it a city of contrasts. Two coastal cities, each with a dark side lurking beneath the surface. Both Stockton and Baltimore serve as reminders that crime can lurk in even the most picturesque of places, reminding us of the need for vigilance and community action. Moving into the heartland of America, we find our number 8 and 7 spots. Kansas City, Missouri takes the 8th position. Despite being known for its jazz music and barbecue, the city grapples with a high crime rate, particularly violent crimes. It's a city where the police and the community are constantly in a battle to reclaim their streets from the grip of crime. Next, we turn our attention to Cleveland, Ohio, holding down the 7th spot. A city famed for its Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but it's not all about music and fun. Cleveland contends with a significant amount of property crime, from burglary to auto theft, a situation that casts a long, dark shadow over the city's vibrant cultural scene. These two cities, Kansas City and Cleveland, present a stark contrast to the calm plains and friendly faces typically associated with the Midwest. We now venture south, where warm hospitality meets chilling crime rates. Memphis, Tennessee, a city famed for its blues, barbecues, and the birthplace of rock and roll, is also, unfortunately, known for its high crime rates. From property crimes to violent offenses, the city's crime index far exceeds the national average. Moving a bit further south, we find Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a city steeped in history and culture, yet its vibrant Mardi Gras celebrations are overshadowed by a crime rate that's equally as colorful. Here, crimes ranging from theft to assault are more common than in other cities of comparable size. Despite efforts to curb these issues, both cities continue to struggle with high crime rates, painting a grim contrast to the southern charm they're known for. From the rhythm of Memphis blues to the heart of Louisiana, these cities tell a tale of two extremes. With crime rates this high, southern comfort takes on a whole new meaning. The Wild West is not just a thing of the past as we reveal our number 4 and 3 spots. Albuquerque, New Mexico, holds the 4th place. Its crime rate is alarmingly high, with property crimes such as burglary and motor vehicle theft being the most common. The city's violent crime rate is also worryingly above the national average. Shifting north, we find Anchorage, Alaska at number 3. Despite its breathtaking landscapes and natural beauty, Anchorage has a darker side. The city struggles with elevated rates of violent crimes, particularly aggravated assault. Property crimes are also a significant concern, with burglary and theft leading the pack. Both Albuquerque and Anchorage have their unique attractions, but they also share a common thread of high crime rates. The reasons behind these rates are complex and multifaceted, involving socioeconomic factors, drug use, unemployment, and more. In these cities, the Wild West is more than just a chapter in history books. Taking the second spot in our countdown is a city well known for its struggles, Detroit, Michigan. Detroit, once a thriving hub of the automobile industry, has seen a dramatic shift over the past few decades. This city is now more infamous for its crime rates than its cars. The statistics paint a grim picture, with violent crime rates that are roughly 5 times the national average. While property crime has seen a slight decrease in recent years, it still remains a significant issue. And let's not forget about the rampant cases of arson, a crime that has become a distressing trademark of Detroit's landscape. The city's struggles with crime aren't hidden. They're etched into the fabric of the city, a constant reminder of the challenges Detroit faces. Yet, amidst this adversity, there are signs of resilience. There are those who are fighting to change the narrative, seeking to transform Detroit's image from a city plagued by crime to one of hope and renewal. Detroit, a city fighting to shake off its reputation as a hub of crime. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the most dangerous city in the United States. Topping our list is none other than the gateway city, St. Louis, Missouri. Known for its iconic Gateway Arch, St. Louis is unfortunately also renowned for its high crime rates. This city, with a population of just over 300,000, has seen a significant increase in crime over the last few years. St. Louis has the highest crime rate in the country, with an astonishing 66 crimes per 1,000 residents. But what types of crime are we talking about? The most common types of crime in St. Louis are property crimes, such as burglary, theft, and motor vehicle theft. But violent crimes, including assault, robbery, and homicide, are also worryingly prevalent. In fact, the city's homicide rate is the highest in the country, a sobering statistic that has placed St. Louis at the top of our list. But what is causing this high crime rate? Well, it's a complex issue, and there's no single answer. Many attribute the high crime rates to the city's struggling economy, high poverty rates, and lack of educational opportunities. Others point to the prevalence of drugs and firearms, coupled with a lack of effective law enforcement and community engagement. Despite these challenges, there are many in St. Louis who are working tirelessly to change the narrative. Community organizations, local authorities, and ordinary citizens are coming together to address the root causes of crime, from poverty and education to drug abuse and gun control. But there's no quick fix. Changing the trajectory of a city like St. Louis will take time, resources, and a commitment from all residents. It's a daunting task, but one that the people of St. Louis are ready to take on. St. Louis, the city that currently holds the dubious title of America's most dangerous. Let's hope that in the coming years, St. Louis can shed this title and become known for a different kind of statistic. A city on the rise, making a comeback, and working to ensure the safety and well-being of all its residents. From coast to coast, we've journeyed through a myriad of cities in the United States of America. We've plunged into the unsettling and disturbing crime statistics and conditions that plague these urban areas, unmasking an astonishing and grim reality that many of us might find shockingly challenging to understand and accept. Starting from the bottom of our comprehensive list, we explored the unique and distinct challenges faced by cities that rank as our 10th and 9th most dangerous cities, Stockton, California, and Baltimore, Maryland. Here we witnessed high levels of property crime and violent crime, respectively. And these weren't just numbers on a screen, but harrowing realities faced by real people on a daily basis. Digging, we ventured further into the heart of America's crime problem, visiting cities 8 and 7. Kansas City, Missouri, and Cleveland, Ohio. Here we discovered an alarming prevalence of drug-related offenses and gang violence. We found streets haunted by the specter of addiction, families torn apart by gang rivalries, and communities in a perpetual state of fear. Our journey then took us to cities 6 and 5, both of which suffer from extraordinarily high crime rates: Memphis, Tennessee, and Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Their problems are largely fueled by poverty and lack of education. But these aren't just abstract concepts, devastating realities that shape the daily existence of the people who live there. In our 4th and 3rd most dangerous cities, Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Anchorage, Alaska, we saw a grim picture of systemic issues like racial inequality and social division contributing significantly to their high crime rates. We witnessed firsthand the often invisible barriers that keep people trapped in cycles of crime, and the devastating impact that this has on individuals, families, and entire communities. Then, we arrived at our 2nd most dangerous city, a place where crime isn't just a statistical probability, but a daily reality for its residents. Detroit, Michigan. It's a city where a significant portion of these crimes are violent in nature, where every day brings new headlines of shootings, assaults, and other acts of senseless violence. And finally, we reached our #1 most dangerous city, St. Louis, Missouri, a place where crime has become an unfortunate part of the city's identity, driven by a myriad of social, economic, and political issues. Here, crime isn't just a problem, it's an epidemic, a cancer that is slowly eating away at the city's very soul. Throughout this journey, we've seen how societal and systemic issues contribute to these high crime rates. Poverty, lack of education, racial and social division are just a few of the complex problems that fuel crime in these cities. But it's not just about the problems. It's also about the people who are the victims of these crimes and the communities that are impacted by them. However, it's important to remember that these issues are not isolated to these cities alone. They are prevalent across America and indeed the world. As we conclude our journey, remember, knowledge is power. And with this knowledge, we hope to inspire change and safety for all. Let's use this understanding to advocate for policies that address these root causes and work towards a future where no city has to bear the title of most dangerous city in the United States of America.